Mr. Jordan, this is an opportunity you can't afford to pass up.
How many times do I have to tell you? I'm not interested.
You're making a mistake.
I don't think so.
Nice.
Well, don't worry. Wyoming Stock Growers Association had the same problems getting started.
So he still ain't joining?
He will. When he does, the other ranchers will follow.
Ross here says that you want to see us about something?
Hear you boys just got fired by Jordan.
Yeah, you heard right.
How'd you like to even the score?
I'd consider that a pleasure.
We got a simple proposition for you, boys. You bring us a few of Jordan's horses, we give you a big bag of money.
Wait a minute. We're cowboys, not horse thieves.
Hear him out.
All we're looking to do is call Jordan a member of the Ranchers Association. If we put his horses back in the barn, he will be.
While we hang for stealing horses.
Life's full of risks, boys. You'll be in the Bow Valley long before the law ever knows those horses are gone.
It'll take you 5 years and 5 roundups to earn the money we're willing to pay you for one night's work.
Ross, let's get him out of here.
Tell you, I'm sure glad them fellers are here to help with the roundup.
Come on, Jack. Brand registration shouldn't be left up to a bunch of ranchers.
I don't care who does it, just as long as it gets done. Besides, it makes our job a lot easier, don't you think?
These ranchers can't even share a stream without killing each other. How are they going to form an association?
Look, if they get more money for their stock, believe me, they'll work together.
Well, Mr. Simpson, you'll sign up over here, your Diamond K Ranch will be registered with our association.
I'm not signing.
Why not?
Mr. Jordan has the largest spread in these parts, and he advises us to stay clear of you. He says you make promises you won't be able to keep.
Well, Mr. Jordan's indicated to us that he will join.
Well, when he does, I will.
You're not getting what you deserve for your stock.
We're getting a fair price.
Are you? Wyoming ranchers are getting $10 a head more than you're seeing. Now, you're not going to see returns like that unless you all band together.
Braddock. Braddock. Jack Braddock.
Marshal, John Slade, and my partner, Ryan Willis.
So, how's it been going? Any takers?
Well, some. It's only a matter of time before they're all in.
Good. You know, if the ranchers can work out their own problems, make my life a lot simpler, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think so. Excuse me, Marshal.
Marshal! What in tarnation's happened to you now, Jordan?
My best horses are gone, that's what.
When?
Last night, and what I want to know is what you're going to do about it.
Sounds like horse rustlers to me.
All right, who's going to sign up here?
I told you, Marshal, it was those Canadians I got rid of, McKinney and Ross.
Yeah, and what proof have you got?
Well, they came by the ranch yesterday, looking to keep their jobs.
Please, stay still, Mr. Jordan.
Why'd you fire them?
Is there a law against it, Corporal Bennett? Besides, I was talking to the Marshal. This is an American matter.
Not if you think Canadians stole the horses and drove them across the border.
Your wife did a good job, but you'll need a couple of stitches. You can talk to Mr. Jordan later. Now, I've got work to do.
I want those men hanged, Marshal. Do you hear me?
Jack?
Fine. Yeah, well, it ain't necessarily McKinney. I mean, that Jordan attracts enemies like a dog attracts fleas.
Well, if they were fired, they had reason to do it. And if it was McKinney, he's got family up at Red Deer Crossing. I'll handle it.
So you're saying I'm gonna handle all the gunfights and poker games? Is that it?
Try and stay out of them, Jack.
Don't waste your breath.
Mind if I sit a while? Rustlers sure seem to get away with a lot up here near the border.
The law's taking care of it.
Are they? Marshal's been dealing with ranchers all day. Doubt if he's got much time.
He's heading out in the morning.
Morning. The law doesn't seem to be looking after your best interests.
A man of your stature shouldn't have to worry about rustlers. If you were with us, well, let's just say border rustling's something we're not fond of.
Not interested.
Why not?
I moved out west so I could do things my way.
A ranchers association is going to end up with a lot of power, Mr. Jordan. Get in now. You can be sure. You can always do things your way.
So what is joining up with you two gonna do for me?
Well, it's not just us two. We've already got over 50 ranchers from the territory.
If you don't join now, you'll stand alone. It ain't always a comfortable place to be.
You put them horses back in my barn, and I'll consider it.
Consider them back.
Horse rustlers are an unpredictable lot, Mr. Jordan. I can't promise there won't be trouble.
You do what you have to.
This ain't the way I figured starting out. It ain't like Jordan's never gonna see his horses again. He deserves worse. I just want to get back to Red Deer Crossing and forget that there's a Henry Jordan.
Well, now, boy, that wasn't so tough, was it?
Just give us what's owed. 'Cause I ain't got no time to waste. I've got to get back to Red Deer Crossing.
All right, Or Stephen's a hangable offense. We'll let you live. Is that payment enough for you?
We had an agreement.
Can't see the sense in paying for something we've already got.
What are you doing? You're crazy.
Now it'll look like self-defense. And folks will remember it was the Ranchers Association that took the bullet. Don't worry, Slade. You'll live.
When you're a member of the Ranchers Association, you get good service.
You do good work. And you, Marshal, well, you're a mite late.
What'd you do here?
Your job?
Boys started shooting. One of them hit me. We had to shoot back.
Your association has no business in Canada.
We did you a favor, Corporal Brennan.
Don't recall us ever asking for no favors.
Horse thieves hang in Canada, too.
Not without a trial.
Now, you listen to me, Mountie. There isn't a rancher in this group that hasn't lost stock to that border.
You ain't above the law, Jordan. Hunting them boys down makes you as wrong as they were.
Didn't you hear, Marshal? It was self-defense. It's nice having my stock back, and these men did that for me, not you. Come on, let's start this meeting.
This man is still alive.
Do you think he'll make it, Marie?
I don't know. All we can do is hope that he's strong.
Well, we'll check in on him later, Marie.
Just don't bring me any more bodies, please.
Ben, I know that the Ranchers Association will make sure that all of us get a fair price for our stock. Yeah! And I also know that when we join the union, why, we're gonna have a say in the way the state of Montana is run.
Ranchers make this town, and it's ranchers going to keep the West great. Who knows? Montana's first governor might even be a rancher. Ranchers will not be terrorized by rustlers.
All of us here today are sending a message. We're sending a message to rustlers that they had better think twice before they ride into this territory and ride away with prime breeding stock.
You know, if they're talking like this now, things could get real ugly around here.
And I thought the Ranchers Association was supposed to make our job easier.
Well said.
It's all right. Here, drink this. Slowly.
Where am I?
You're in Bordertown. I'm Dr. Marie Dumont.
Where's Ross?
I'm sorry. Just rest.
No. Ross is dead. I have to tell you what happened.
Stand right here, my friend.
Dues are a mite steep, aren't they?
We're not a charity, Mr. Jordan.
Well, some of these small operators aren't gonna make it anyway. You need herd size and the land to match to make money.
And when they're ready to sell, you'll be ready to buy. Who'd make a better ranch hand than a rancher?
$50 a year?
We get it back at higher stock prices.
You can't guarantee that.
We got Mr. Henry Jordan with us. Think he'd join if we couldn't back up what we say? Who got your horses back? Us or the law?
You did?
Hate to see an accident like that befall you, Simpson, especially if you weren't a member.
I said if Jordan joined up, I would too. I'm a man of my word.
Now, you hold on. I said I would join this organization, but I do not hold to threats. A man is free to join or not to.
I heard it was the first year for your boy Joshua working the roundup.
That's right.
Let's see it's not his last. I've seen some nasty accidents out on the trail.
Will he be able to testify to that?
I hope so.
I think we should pay the Ranchers Association a little visit. Hurry.
These ranchers are here because of me. You don't threaten me.
I'm surprised you had the nerve to stick around.
What are you talking about, Corporal?
You two should check your handiwork more carefully next time.
How much were you gonna pay McKinney anyhow?
What?
You've been set up, Jordan.
You two would be advised to give this up now.
Shut up, Jordan!
You do that, you might live.
What are we gonna do now? The association wants men with guts, Jordan. You were right. You are better off on your own.
Fire! Give it up, Slade. There's nowhere to go.
Let us ride out of here. Jordan dies.
Don't do it, Marshal.
Shut up!
Just let us out of here, Marshal, or one of your citizens is gonna pay for your mistake.
Stay back. I'll take the gun, though. Shit.
Got an idea?
Yeah. You circle around back. I'll cover you.
You circle around back. I'll cover you.
You run faster.
Just want to hear you say it, Jack. Ready?
Yep. Give it up, Slade!
Drop it!
Willis! You know, trial's too good for you, son.
Jack.
You know, I may not be able to read too good, but I do know how to count.
Thank you.
Are Are your visits to become a common occurrence, Mr. Jordan?
I certainly hope not.
Your family will be happy to hear that.
I hope you got what you wanted.
You stole those horses.
Ross and me grew up together. He didn't deserve to die.
I know that. I didn't think he'd try to kill you.
Well, they did.
And you took what wasn't yours. You're guilty.
I know that. I just want you to know that you are too.
More tea, Mr. Jordan?
No. No, thank you.
No American court's gonna hang us, Marshal. They know it gets rough when you're trying to organize ranchers.
Yeah, well, you ain't standing in front of a U.S. judge now. I just signed you over to the Mountie here.
Canadians don't take kindly to vigilantes.
We're Americans. I want to be tried in my own country.
Well, you killed a man on my side of the line.
It's our word against McKinney's.
Yeah, we'll save it for the judge. Here you go, Clive.
McKinney will pay for what he did. Not as much as you will.
McKinney had died. Slade and Willis would be having lunch in the saloon right now.
And what gets me is they still think they're right. But I guess it don't matter much what they think anymore, does it, Clive?
This time next year, someone else will be here to organize the ranchers.
Think it'll be Jordan?
I think he's had enough politicking for 1 year, don't you?
Yeah, but who knows? Maybe one day it'll be Governor Henry Jordan.
If that happens, it'll be your headache.
Gee, thanks, Clive. Friends like you, who needs enemies?